To hit more on the expansion of consciousness, I started to think about the different ways that humans do actually gain experience, and we learn, and you can actually look up. There's actually a really cool TED Talk video, and then you can even look up the actual videos where people have something called the Memory Olympics, and it's basically just like any other thing, where somebody would test their skill when it comes to like snowboarding or track or something like that, but instead they memorize things. Like there's one dude who actually like goes through a pack of cards and remembers the exact order of this randomized pack of cards within like not even a minute, like a few seconds. I think that's ridiculous, and that just shows the great memory capacity that our brains have to retain information. But what does that mean? How does that have to do with the expansion of consciousness? And this is what I think. Through the different experiences that we have and our ability to retain information through memory, it is possible for one to expand their consciousness per se. Even though it's more likely, because I can't speak for everyone, I don't know how everyone's mind actually works, but it is more likely for a person to, instead of actually expand their horizons, they just change. Their points of view change. Certain things may become more predictable. They may be able to see other things happen before they do, not because of their expanded consciousness, but just the fact that they hold more things as more important than others. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have one friend who's great at telling me movies. Great at telling me movies before they happen. We'll be seeing the same movie on the same day. It'll be our first time seeing it, and he just knows everything that's going to happen before it does. But that has nothing to do with him being psychic. It's not like he can see into the future, or even actual psychics. It's not like all of them, because I can't speak, if that's your superstition or whatever, and you actually believe in that type of stuff, then cool. But surely not all of them can actually see into the future. It's just like after seeing you for a few seconds, there's certain telltale signs. They can look at your fingernails, the wear of your hands, the way that you actually present yourself, the clothes that you're dressed in, your terminology when you speak, and they can say, okay, well, this is the type of person that you are, A, B, C, or D. And then they'll take these factors, then they'll apply it to the telltale signs that they give when they ask you specific questions. Oh, what's your name? What's your favorite color? What do you do for a living? And then after having this type of information, they're able to come across a very decent, a very decent assumption of what may happen to you in the future. It's not based on the expansion of consciousness per se. It's just a shift in the details that you pay attention to. Or maybe even before you didn't really pay attention to too many details, but after you gained some experience, you started to. That's all there is to it. Humans will not actually ever be, in my personal opinion, not on our own, not through our own consciousness, and no physical and no other entity, will we ever be, omniscient beings. We won't know everything, not anyone. It's not impossible, but none of us will know everything ever. It's just that some of us are better at remembering certain details than others are. And like I said, you can even train your brain to remember more things. You can train your brain to remember essentially anything up until this point. With the correct techniques and consistency, because I'm pretty sure that's really all it takes is consistency. All right. Have a good one.